Okay, let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Student Chat, the podcast where we talk about real life for university students. I am Zlata.
And I'm Aisha, and today we're talking all about dealing with changes. It's something that happens to all of us, and it can be really tough.
It really can. We actually got the idea for this topic because of something that just happened to us. Our friend and roommate, Sam, told us he's moving out next semester to study abroad.
My first thought was, I just can't take this. I'm a person who is always making plans. I have a plan for everything. So this news felt really awkward and infuriating. I'm happy for Sam, but I'm also frightened of what comes next. Who will our new roommate be? When it comes to change, my past habit was to just resist it completely. I thought that was the best way to cope with it.
You can say it again. I remember you used to get so stressed if our study group meeting time changed. But you know what? We will get through this. When it comes to finding a new roommate, you can rely on me and my friends to help find someone great. Maybe this will be a step forward for our apartment. It could be a chance to revive our space with some new, positive energy.
You always see the good in things, Zlata. I see a big, tricky problem that I need to tackle, but I'm trying to learn from you. This is a perfect example for our podcast topic, how to adapt when life surprises you.
And university is full of surprises. It's not just roommates, it is classes, friends, everything. Aisha, you had a super frustrating thing happen in your literature class last week, yes?
Oh, don't remind me. So, I'm always preparing for my classes early. I had everything ready for my favorite reading class. But then we got an email. Our normal teacher is leaving and we are getting a new one.
Oh, no. And you loved that teacher?
I did. The new teacher uses a website for our work that is so clumsy and hard to operate. It is constantly going down. It honestly drives me crazy. Trying to use it feels like a waste of time. I almost started to lose patience and give up. It's the most frustrating problem I've had this year.
I couldn't agree more, that sounds really hard. But it's also a chance to adapt. Something similar happened in my English class. The community center, where we used to have our exciting classes, closed down. We were all so sad. But our teacher, thinking quickly, found us a new space in a local park. We started our English project to help preserve the natural beauty there. It turned out to be the most fun project I have ever done. It showed me that I'm capable to handling big changes, even when I underestimate myself.
That is so true. Looking at the bigger picture, I always survive these changes. I need to get a grip and accept that sometimes things just don't go to plan. Maybe this new teacher, who is younger than our last one, will have some more interesting ideas. It's a trickier situation, but it might be a better learning experience in the end.
Exactly. And change happens with our friends too, which can be the hardest thing of all. My best friend from my hometown, who I used to build dye projects with, just decided to become a professional baker.
Wow, Zlata, that's amazing!
It is, but it also means she has less time for our weekly video chat. It is complex feeling. I'm so happy for her, but I miss our chats. Our friendship is changing, and that feels a little awkward.
I couldn't agree more. I had a friend who was studying to be a doctor, but he realized he hated it. He dropped out and started a small business making furniture as a craft. At first, I thought it was just an amateur hobby. I used to give him advice about getting a real job. But seeing how happy he is now, I had to accept that his path is different. His change helped me change my own thinking.
That's so true. We have to learn to welcome the changes in our friends, even when it's difficult. Looking at the friendship, we have to trust that it can adapt and become something stronger and more mature. Surviving these changes with our friends is one of the most important parts of growing up.
So, what have we learned from all this talking? What's the best way to deal with change? Well, my new habit, which is much harder than my old one, is to stop and breathe. When a website gets on my nerves, I don't just get angry. I try to cope with the feeling first. I tell myself, you can handle this. You have survived worse. I try to get a grip before I try to tackle the problem.
And for me, the lesson is that it's okay to not love every change. It's okay to find some changes annoying or scary. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to believe that you can get through it. It is about preserving the good parts of your life while making space for new good things. Overall, if I had to choose between a life with no surprises and a life with some surprises will help me grow.
Let me stop you right there. A life with no surprises still sounds pretty good to me.
Have it your way. But I think you're already getting better at this, Aisha. And for everyone listening, remember this. You are dealing with change every day. You are constantly adapting, even if you don't realize it. You are more capable. You are more capable and stronger than you think. You can get through the tough stuff. These challenges are what help you become the best version of yourself.
Thanks for chatting with us on the student chat. We'd love to hear how you cope with change. Find us online and tell us your stories.
Until next time, keep teaching and keep growing.